For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
Hello, Brewer Nation! Welcome back to our channel, your home for exclusive Milwaukee Brewers news and analysis. Before we dive into what I believe is shaping up to be one of our front office's biggest strategic wins in recent years, I need to ask you for something. If you're a true member of the Brew Crew and want to get fast information, in-depth analysis, and insights you won't find anywhere else, please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Your support is crucial and ensures that we can keep bringing this exclusive content directly to each and every one of you. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's get straight to the point. When General Manager Matt Arnold sanctioned a trade that sent our elite closer, Devin Williams, to the New York Yankees last December, I know many of us, myself included, were hesitant. We were giving up one of the most dominant relief pitchers in baseball, the master of the airbender, for a package that included left-handed pitcher Nestor Cortez and a young infielder named Caleb Durbin. At the time, the narrative was clear. The Brewers were selling a high-value asset to restock the system. It was a classic small-market team move. Painful but understandable. However, what we are witnessing 9 months later, in September of 2025, is not just a smart play, it's a true masterstroke. A maneuver that has redefined the success of that trade in a way that not even the most optimistic among us could have predicted. The main focus of this turnaround has a name: Caleb Durbin. Recently, Jim Bowden, one of the most respected analysts at The Athletic, published an article detailing the best rookies in the National League and who was there receiving rave reviews. Exactly, our third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Bowden was emphatic, and I quote, "Surprisingly, Durbin has had the best performance of the three players involved in the deal." That statement, coming from such a credible source, solidifies what we have been seeing on the field every day. Durbin is not just a complimentary piece. He has become the centerpiece, the unexpected prize who is exceeding all expectations. He not only won the starting job at third base, a position that needed stability, but he did so with a style of play that embodies the Brewers' identity. He has become a fan favorite, not by chance, but for his grit, his intelligence at the bat, and his ability to do the little things that win games. Analyzing his numbers, we see the picture of a complete and disciplined player. With an on-base percentage, OBP, around .330, 10 home runs, and 13 stolen bases in about 437 plate appearances, he demonstrates a rare combination of patience, occasional power, and speed. But what really sets him apart, and what Bowden highlighted, are his underlying metrics. His strikeout rate is in the 97th percentile of the league, and his whiff rate is in the 95th percentile. In layman's terms, this means he almost never strikes out and rarely misses the ball when he decides to swing. He is a contact machine, a nightmare for opposing pitchers because he forces the defense to work. This is the Brewers' DNA. Put the ball in play, apply pressure, and create opportunities. Durbin is the personification of that philosophy. To understand the magnitude of our victory in this trade, we need to look at the other side of the coin. What happened to Devin Williams with the Yankees? The word used throughout baseball, and one that reflects reality, has been disaster. Williams, the pitcher who was nearly unhittable in Milwaukee, has struggled immensely under the bright lights of the Bronx. His ERA has ballooned, his control has wavered, and he has already blown several saves in high-leverage situations. The pressure of playing in New York is different. The media scrutiny is relentless, and it seems the environment has not been favorable for him. The airbender appears to have lost some of its magic, and the Yankees are now stuck with an expensive contract for a reliever who is not delivering the expected results. If they could go back in time, there's no doubt the Yankees front office would rather have kept the depth and potential of a young player like Durbin instead of betting on a volatile reliever. This downfall of Williams only amplifies the brilliance of Matt Arnold's decision. He didn't just sell an asset at the right time. He sold an asset that was on the verge of decline, maximizing its market value. And we can't forget about Nestor Cortez. He was the other piece that came to Milwaukee, and while he may not have the flash of Durbin, he has been exactly what we needed, a reliable veteran arm in the middle of our rotation. Cortez has given us quality innings, stabilizing the rotation and acting as a bridge to our younger pitchers. He is the kind of solid veteran that championship contending teams need. So let's recap the trade. We gave up a closer who has since imploded in a high-pressure environment. In return, we received a 25-year-old starting third baseman who is becoming a star under club control for many years and a solid starting pitcher for the rotation. This isn't a win, it's a strategic blowout. The Brewers front office saw something in Durbin that the Yankees themselves, with all their scouting apparatus, either missed or underestimated. They identified a player whose skills, elite contact, strike zone discipline, and defensive versatility would fit perfectly into our culture and playing philosophy. While the Yankees were chasing a big name for the bullpen, we were looking for a cornerstone for our infield's future, and we found a true gem. The ability to identify undervalued talent is what allows an organization like ours to compete consistently with the financial giants of the league. And the acquisition of Caleb Durbin is perhaps the most compelling example of this in recent memory. Caleb Durbin's emergence is more than just a good story. It's a validation of the Milwaukee Brewers organizational philosophy. We don't compete by spending billions of dollars. We compete by being smarter, more strategic, and more efficient in talent evaluation. Durbin represents the archetype of the Brewers way. A young, talented, and crucially cost-controlled player who can produce at a high level for several years. This financial efficiency allows us to allocate resources to other areas, maintain a balanced roster, and sustain windows of competitiveness for longer. Having a player like Durbin, who produces like an established veteran but with the salary of a young player, is a luxury that drives our entire project. He is not just a piece of the puzzle, he is a foundational piece that gives us strategic flexibility for the next 5 to 6 years. Looking to the future, the sky's the limit for Durbin. His skill base is incredibly solid. The ability to make consistent contact is one of the hardest skills to teach in baseball, and he already masters it at an elite level. The power, which has already resulted in 10 home runs this year, tends to develop as a player matures and adjusts to the league. It wouldn't be surprising to see him become a 15 to 20 home run hitter per season while maintaining his high on-base percentage and speed. We are talking about a potential all-star candidate, a possible leadoff hitter of the future who could set the tone for our offense for a decade. His solid defense at third base and his versatility to play other infield positions only increase his value. He is the type of player every general manager dreams of acquiring. Low risk, high reward, with an immediate and lasting impact on the club. The Devin Williams trade, which initially seemed like a bitter pill to swallow, now looks like one of the most genius and forward-thinking moves of the Matt Arnold era. It was a calculated bet on potential over proven performance, and that bet is paying off in monumental dividends that will continue to benefit our team for a long time to come. In summary, the trade that brought Caleb Durbin to Milwaukee isn't just the best trade of the last offseason. It's on its way to becoming one of the best trades in recent franchise history. We gained a rising star, a pillar for the future, in exchange for an asset that, unfortunately for the Yankees, has lost its shine. Now, I want to hear from you, Brew Crew. What are your thoughts on this situation? Is this the best trade Matt Arnold has ever made? What do you believe is Caleb Durbin's true ceiling? Leave your opinions in the comments below. Let's get this discussion started. And of course, if you value this in-depth analysis and want fast, direct updates on all things Brewers, make sure you are subscribed and have those notifications turned on. It's the best way to not miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.